Alright guys, it's happening. The Heroes Path event has just dropped for good old Fabian, man. I got it pasted here, all open in Photoshop, and for your convenience, I've already marked out the key points that you want to be aiming for on this path if your goal is to secure the Fabian Soul. We're going to be talking about some other paths that you can go down in this video if you're not interested in the Soul, some things that you might want to get your hands on. We're going to be talking about not just the Whale or the Kraken path, but the Cthulhu path. If you just if you're just physically made of sacred shards in real life, right? You'd spend that much on the game. We'll talk about that a little bit as well. But as you can see, this path, little bit curious, man. You're going to see that I've marked off all up and over here. In the middle of the path, we've got all kinds of nodes that require keys to get beyond. And then we have a couple of split souls for Fabian. Where's the 3-star perfect soul? Well, we'll get to that in just a little bit. But you've also got 4 separate paths that you're going to have to blast your way down in order to pick up 4 separate keys to get through these keyed nodes here to get to the split souls. For Fabian, where is the 3-star perfect soul? Well, it's of course all the way down at the sodding bottom. This is an expensive one, man. This is rough. This is sad. Okay, last time there was a perfect soul event, it was for the Queen of Hearts. Perfect Soul, and to be fair, there were a couple of Perfect Souls on that event path, but that was costing you, it was like 75,000 points or something, which was the equivalent of about 17 Sacred Shards to get the Queen of Hearts 5-star Perfect Soul when there was last a path event. This event, a little bit different, man. If we scroll on up to the top, I've already done the math on this one, man. The green path to get your hands on the Split Soul and the 5-star Split Soul and what have you, for Fabian, it's going to set you back 100,600 total points, man. 22 Sacred Shards total to bag the full kit and caboodle for the Fabian Soul on this path. I don't know, man. It's quite steep. It might be a little bit off-putting for some people. There have been a lot of shard pulling events recently. A lot of pulling events designed to kind of empty your stockpiles. I get a sense that there's going to be a fair amount of people who got Fabian, they fused Fabian, they pulled shards recently, who see this event and just instantly say, you know what? I'm just going to tap out. I'll let you know something else as well, man. During the last event to get their hands on the Queen 5-star Perfect Soul, I did that by champ training, man. I champ trained 75,000 points. Yes, I have no life, by the way. Thank you for noticing. But I blasted the hell out of that event, man, and I got the 5-star soul for Queen by champ training. 100,600? I don't know, man. That might even beyond my lack of life abilities, you know what I'm saying, in order to champ train this one out. Hey man, before we get into like the budget options and stuff and the Cthulhu path options on this path, hey, if you're looking to start off a new raid account and just say to hell with it, with all of this crazy path action and start fresh in raid, then the best way to do that is by clicking on my beginner promo link, which is down below at the top of the video description box, in case you didn't know. I do mention it every single video. God, sorry about that. But it is just an insane promo link. It's going to be getting downgraded a little bit soon once the anniversary events come to an end, so make sure that you click it now to get your hands on Elnaril as your free starter legendary, as well as a few epic champions also as you level up your account, man. Best beginner promo link going. God damn it. Okay. Let's continue on, shall we? So the Cthulhu path, I don't know, dude. I don't know what to really say about this one, to be honest. I'm going to go ahead and switch on over to my red pen. So if you work your way on down these tiers, again, you've got to go down 4 separate trees in order to get the 1,000, to spend the 1,000 on all of the keys here anyway. So you've got to pick whichever path tickles your fancy the most to go on down beyond this point to get your hands on the 3-star soul down at the bottom. So if you're trying to get the 5-star soul for Fabian and get all of those pieces as well, and you're a little bit of a whale, then I suppose, I don't know, maybe you'll want to head on down the tree and pick up like the legendary skill book all up and over here and then like a big red rock, or maybe just going down this way and getting like the chaos on the tome instead. Either which way, I'm going to assume that maybe you want to get your hands on like a big red rock as a Kraken player and got like the legendary skill tome route. That alone is going to increase the cost of getting through the path by like another 50,000 and drastically increase how many sacred shards you're pulling for this. I don't even know why I'm covering this, dude. There'd be like exactly 2 people or something that watch this video that are even considering doing something so ludicrous and so crazy as this. So hello to you guys. There you go. That's a path that you could consider. And if you want to go down the other side of the path as well, then also pick up, you know, the other rewards all up and over here too. Just add another 50,000 to that. I'm not going to do the math for that now. I've been awake all night. God damn it. I'm doing this right before I hit the hair. You know what I'm saying? Now, talking about a budget path, right? If you haven't got the Fabian fusion done, you're not interested in the soul particularly, and you're still looking to grind up some rewards on this, maybe by just blammering the hell out of champ training over the next few days, what kind of path might you be looking at that point? I tell you what, man, let me switch over to like a gold or yellow, man. Because these are the most special types of players, man. The kind of players who are not wailing out at all, not looking to pull shards, maybe just do like a good bit of champ training over the next few days and cash in on some freebie rewards. Yeah, I think then what you're probably best off doing at that point is just picking one of the outer arms, like over in this direction. For example, one of the outside arms all up and over here. And instead of, wasting your time going down like the middle arms right here, forget about those. Just continue on down one of the outer arms. And you probably just want to go for like the legendary skill book as well. It's still going to be quite costly to do this, but if you just can't sort of like make a beeline for these, you could go ahead and pick up a legendary skill tome as well as a whole bunch of soul coins all up and over here as well. They're quite costly. I don't know about all this, man. I don't think this is a very friendly path at all, to be honest, for like the free-to-play players or the players who just don't have many resources to spend on this and just want to do a bit of casual champ training over the next few days. A lot of the rewards early on are just not really that compelling, and so even if you go down this yellow path and just sort of make a beeline down the outside of the path like this, and you're just trying to pick up like the legendary tome at the bottom. Sorry if that was a little bit out of shot just now when I was drawing that yellow box there. Even then, it's still going to set you back 31,000, actually about 32,000 points total, which is about the equivalent of pulling like 7 sacred shards for what? Some like 200 of those like eternal soul coins and a legendary book. Is that exactly worth it? Is that is that even tempting for you to like just blast that via champ training? It's going to take a lot of brews, a lot of effort, probably like 100 brews of every type, plus some food champions that you've already got saved up in your vault. It's just rough. It's just. I feel like it feels like an expensive path to me, is what I'm saying. Another recommendation as well, something else that you could do that I haven't actually done the math for, to be honest. But for me, for example, on my free-to-play account, that's just 3 weeks old. Like, the possibility of me farming up 31,000 points to try and get a legendary skill book on that account, it's just not happening. It's never going to happen, you know? One thing I might try and do is wiggle my way down like this kind of direction on the path right here and just try and get an epic skill book. That would be like the ultimate budget way to try and finish this. I'm just aiming to get a legendary skill tome, just because my account is so early game and I have like Ugo and Tagore and Rector Drath and stuff, like a lot of epic champs that I do want books on, that an epic skill tome might be acceptable. And I think the points down, if you go for this, if you just want to go for the epic skill book, your account's very, very early game and you can't really farm anything else. That's going to set you back like what? Little over 8,000 points total. 8,000 points for like the Omega early game super budget edition of this path. Not too bad. Like I think that's kind of doable for like a month or two old account. You might be able to make that happen, and an epic skill tome is very, very valuable on a super early game account, whereas of course later on in the game, not half as worth it. And this is just a bit more of a panoramic view of the path with all of our doodles all over it, just in case anybody needs it, I guess, for knowing what kind of objectives they're going to be beelining for. There are some minor decisions that you have to make here and there between certain resources that, honestly, you know better than me. You know what your account needs, and so you can make those micro decisions. Me, I'm going to be doing my best to farm out the 100,000 points required to get the soul for Fabian as best I can. How do I plan on doing that? Dude, I don't even have the shards to do it, man. Even if I just wanted to pull sacreds for it, I'd still have to do like a good bunch of champ training. I think that, you know what? I've got a good amount of food champions in my vault. I always do. I'm always trying to prepare ahead of time for events like this, so I really don't want to pull my shards. You know what I'm saying? I might pull some void shards, actually. I'm like 130, 140-ish void shards without hitting a legendary, and so if I was to pull all of my void shards during one of the upcoming progressive chance events, ooh man, Johanna Rack or even Cardiel, like these are good options right here. Might pull my void shards for this and just pull all of them until I hit gold and see what happens, and that could give me a head start. But I plan on doing this via champ training and just no life in the hell out of this, man. What do you guys think? What are your plans for this Path event? For you, are you going to take it super casual, let your account recover a little bit? I think you won't be alone in that. Or are you actually going to be going for this, man, and trying to get those 100k points for the Fabian soul? Let me know down below. Amen. Thanks for watching. Hope that this Path, I don't know, overview, if you will, was at least a wee bit helpful to you. If it was, make sure you hit like on the video and all of that good stuff. And you know what, man, while you're down there, if you're looking to create a new raid account anytime soon, man, new free-to-play adventure perhaps in 2025, then make sure to do so using my beginner promo link, which as always is down below at the top of the video description box, man. Hit that link, sign out to PLARIUM Player, use the webpage that pops up to create your happy new raid account, and get Elnaril as your free starter legendary, as well as a whole boatload of epics as you level up your account. Thanks for watching. Do please enjoy the rest of your day. I'm going to go get some sleep, and I'm going to catch all of you guys just a tad bit later, man.